Hey guys, if you are looking for a replacement of Fennec with a different non-toxic SMG, go check out my Discord server. Today's video is the much awaited video. This is the start of a new series on respawns. We will be covering almost all the competitive maps one by one. I've been following quite a few tournaments, scrims and streams, and what I've noticed is a lot of teams are struggling in respawns, especially in hardpoint. To be precise, crash hardpoint matches, where I see most of the time teams are getting dominated and highlighted and even thrashed. I rarely see a close game nowadays in crash hardpoint matches. Most of the time the scores are more along the line of 40, 150, 20, 150. I've even seen 150. So where's the issue? It's not like the team getting dominated is bad or they're just having a bad day. But what I have noticed is there's lack of temperament. As you guys know, I don't make a video before going through each and every aspect. I've done thorough study on this topic. So if you do find this video helpful, make sure you drop a like and a sub to the channel will be amazing. Let's divide the video in two halves. First, we will discuss the problem and the common mistakes which we all commit, and second half covering the solutions with proper rotations and important pivot points. And what are pivot points? Pivot points are the position which will give you map control. Let's categorize the video in three topics, which are: first will be positioning, second will be utilities, and third will be choice of guns. First, let's talk about the most important point, positioning. Taking crash map as an example, it's a very unbalanced map, right? Where it's super easy to dominate your opponents and spawn trap them. The overall game have three parts: the start, the hold, the dominate. If you don't do these things in order, you are likely to fail. If you'll go to dominate in the very first half, there are greater chances that you will get dominated. So the start, where most of the team lose the lead, it's very important that you take it slow at the start. Have a game plan, and the game plan should be a coordinated one. Each and every player should go according to it. They should know what they are supposed to do. In my opinion, there are 4 pivot points in the crash map, and you have to have control of those points, or at least 3 of those points throughout the match. First is 3 story, second is shop top or god spot, third is broken house, and the 4th point switches according to the hard point and your game plan. Now I'll tell you basic start. Identify your and your teammates' abilities and which position suits them. The very first thing from either of the side you should focus on is not to die at the start of the round. Even if you die, your teammates should not die in cluster. They should step back and try to get picks. Don't go for dom B or first hard point at once. Get map control. For first HP, the ideal position is 3-story control, broken house, that's it. And one guy constantly disturbing the shop top from long spawn connector or B long, whatever you call that. Only one of you are more than enough inside the HP. Just the pivot point switches between shop and broken house depending upon which side you are spawning. Remember, the very first agenda or the goal of your team is to have map control, and when you do have the map control, switch to the second part of the game, which is the hold. Don't go for unnecessary push and give away your spawns. Now, from 2nd HP onwards, you already have a guy at 3-story. You just need one guy inside the HP at ideal situations and rest playing first and rooftop of the first 3-story, and the other 2 guys cutting off spawn rotations. And those 2 guys who were cutting off spawn rotation during the second hard point have to take control of shop top and god spot for third hard point. Now, the third hard point is very difficult to infiltrate. Reason being, there's a lot of head glitches around it. So you have to take advantage of that. The distribution will look like something like this: 1 at shop top, 1 inside the HP, 1 at the top of the sniper tower, 1 cutting off 3-story rotations, and 1 switching and helping others. And something similar is for the 4th hard point, but now I want to talk about the 5th HP. It's one of the easiest to defend. 1 inside HP, 1 near the ladder, 1 near the broken alley, 1 at spawn long, and 1 as usual cutting rotations and helping others. But again, these are only possible at ideal situations. Real in-game scenarios will be a lot different. planning all these stuff really help you to have a general mindset among the teammates and help in coordinating. Here I told you defending positions, but what to do if you are on the other side? You have to retake HP. Here comes as second point, use of utilities. But first, always have this in mind that you need to spawn your enemies as far as possible from the particular hard point. For that, just don't barge in the HP like idiots. Play like a team, choose a rotation, go from one side, at least 3 of you. Take out players one by one, so you will have greater concentration of players at that position, so the enemies will spawn across the map. For that, you have to use correct utilities, the best being smoke and concussion. I'll tell you perfect combination as per my opinion. First, for HP, 2 smoke, 2 concussion, 1 trophy, and the rest can keep molly or thermite. For domination matches, just use 2 trophies. Remember, smoke is really useful, and always don't smoke yourself. Smoke your enemies so they can't see you rotating. Blind your enemies, don't blind yourself. Now, our last point, choice of guns. Depending upon the position you are playing, choose your gun. If you are playing inside the HP, then go for SMG like Fennec or QQ9 or whatever the meta is. If you are playing Godspot or 3-story rooftop, then go for any LMG. Best being chopper, and rest can use ARs, SMG, whatever they like. And yes, operators, just don't use operators to get kills. Use them so that they benefit your team. Use annihilators to retake HP and use one by one. Okay, I've seen many teams like all 5 of them or all 3 of them are taking out their operators at once. That's like the dumbest thing you can do. And at least one of you should have a shield as an operator, because it's very useful for taking dom B or even blocking off an entry point inside HP. It's up to the IGL how he wants his team to play. In my opinion, take it in phases. Slow start, take map control, get picks and count picks. As soon as you get 3 in a row, hop on the dom. Then stop going around for kills. Hold, take head glitches and let your opponents come to you. Then slowly try to build pressure when the opponents will be desperate to recapture a dom. And sometimes you should leave trying to retake HP and prepare to defend for the next one. Calls is up to the IGL. Phase out your game plan, from the start, the hold and the dominate. Get to know your abilities and make your own unique strat. And any help, I am always available on Discord and on Instagram. Make strats, use them against low tier teams and respect low tier teams. Always stick to your strats, and no matter which team you are facing. Hope this video makes some sense and help you in any way. I apologize if it became a lengthy video, because I had to explain a lot of things. From next map, I'll just tell the pivot points and suitable rotations, and let me know which map next I should cover. Till then, keep learning. This was RainX signing off. I'll see you around.